Welcome to the Swamp, the giant that the head ball coach awakened, one that thrived in urban renewal, and now one where only the Gators get out alive. Today, two teams collide in an old-fashioned SEC showdown, as we'll see a team looking for its first win, the Tulane Green Wave, taking on the winners of 4 straight, the Florida Gators. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. And the Gators will kick it away to start us off. And he'll bring it back. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Give to the running back. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and get the tackle for us.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. He's looking to throw. Get it out on the screen. Tackled there by the defense.
There's a lot of different ways this offense can attack you throwing the ball. One of them is getting the running back going. And the screen is a great way to get him lathered up and get the defense starting to think about him a little bit.
Opening drive of the game, and they're facing 3rd and 1. Off the bootleg and rolling out. Caught over the middle. It's Moon. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35.
And the defense brought the blitz on 3rd down, trying to see if they could rattle the quarterback. But how about the poise? He knew where his answer was. He didn't panic or freak out. He just went through his progressions, picked up the first, and we got a fresh set of downs.
Single back formation, and they give it to him. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line.
There's so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road? Bragging rights, recruiting rights, all this stuff. Once you get in conference play, it means a lot every single week.
And they make the tackle, but the official has tossed his flag. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. Offense gets set for 2nd down. He's looking to throw. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes. Gator fans love to see their teams light up the scoreboard, but they'll take the defense bringing the heat too.
And I think that was a staple, Reese. Back in the day, you had great offenses for Florida, but the teams that really had the most success and that reached the highest mountaintops, they had great defense to go with it. This defense playing well.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Here comes Tulane after picking up the 1st down. They go to the ground. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30.
Nice run there on first down. You know this is a running back that gets better as the game goes on. So they're going to want to make sure they keep feeding him the football and let him get lathered up.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. He's looking to throw. They're working that left side. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the first down.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
This Tulane offense has a great drive going. They're trying to get to it. And the quarterback is snowed under.
And the defense gets a huge play. I'll tell you, they've been wreaking havoc in this one so far. They've got so many athletes up front on this defensive line. It kind of reminds me about the defenses I used to go against in practice back in the late 90s. Guys like Javon Curse coming off the edge, the freak. It was a nightmare. So hard for our guys to block. We felt like game day was easier than what we faced in practice. And I tell you, this D-line by the Gators, what they got this year, they are special.
That last play, the kind of thing that can mess up a really good drive. It's 2nd and 17. Gets it out fast. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Offenses don't like being in these situations. They don't like having little success on first and second down because now you know I got to pass the football. I got to air it out. It makes me really predictable. So let's make sure you take care of the football and find those plays you really like.
9th play of the drive coming up, but they'll have to convert 3rd and long to keep it going. And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
And the return man couldn't get to it to make the catch, and the ball will bounce out of bounds. Here comes the offense on first down. He's looking to throw it. Got his man quickly. At the 40, there he goes. And good blocking in space out there to give him enough room to pick up the first down.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
He just got rid of that one to save the down, didn't see anything he liked. Now on 2nd down. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. And the ball is intercepted. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Not all guys have the ability to break on the football, go make a play, and catch it. You play defense for a reason. A lot of the wide receivers are the ones that do most of the catching. Great job by the defense securing the INT.
The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown.
And that pass is intercepted. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
What a nice catch by the defensive back. Listen, a lot of times you see DBs get in position to make plays, but there's a reason they play DB and not wide receiver. Great job finishing the interception, catching the ball, making a big play.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. A run up the middle is stopped for no gain.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Back to throw, it's Marshall. He's got his man. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few.
In college football, you see this a ton now. You use a quick passing game, basically as the running game. Get a few yards, get your offense ahead of the sticks, keeps it on pace for success.
Running back searching for a hole. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line.
Well, that's kind of the advantage of 3rd and medium, right? As the defense, you keep them guessing. You throw it, you can run it. That time they hand it off and they pick it up.
Yeah, and you can see the D drop back a little bit. It creates a little bit of space. The running back blasts through, gets the first down.
Right back to the well. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. He's looking to throw. They're setting up the screen. Open space at the 25. They make the stop, but not before the screen has hit him for a first down and much more. Really good execution by this offense. The Gators look to keep this drive humming. They'll throw it on first down. Looking left. He makes a grab, and he will score. Touchdown, Gators.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, 2 very different emotions inside the locker rooms of those top 15 teams who did battle today. Iowa State somehow, some way, found a way there in Ames and picked up a much-needed victory. It wasn't a masterpiece, but let's be honest, it wasn't a loss either. Iron sharpens iron, and you just know a top 15 matchup like this is going to go a long way in telling the story of each of these teams' seasons.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah, first play, big mistake, man. Now, let's get this offense in a little bit of a rhythm. Maybe before you open it up again, Palmer, or do you trust him right away?
He seems to me like the guy maybe that just needs to kind of get into the flow of the game. So maybe you get the running game going here. Just give him some easy looks to let him get level.
Fast motion from the offense. He's back to throw on second down. Unloads to the wideout. And the ball is picked off. He was thinking big return, didn't get that, but boy, did he give his offense an opportunity at the 31.
Man, what a great break on the football. Nice job seeing it, squeezing. A lot of those defensive guys, man, they don't have great hands all the time, but you always remember your first interception. They'll always remember this moment.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Florida.
Looking for a productive play on first down. He's going to pass. It's complete on the right side. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Florida 7, Tulane 0.
New set of downs after that completion. Here's the handoff. And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You can tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Makes the grab on the left. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend.
Really nice job on that play. Quarterback and receiver being on the same page. Quarterback not telegraphing the throw, and the receiver does a nice job finding the soft spot in the...
Touchdown, Florida! What a catch and run for 6.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Right back to him on the ground. They get him on the ground, but it's a first down.
You wonder now on offense, have they found something in the run game? Finally, it's been tough for them to get the run game going, but they picked up a nice gain on that last one. Let's see if they go back to it.
They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. He's got it on the right. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
One of the most difficult things about this slot receiver is his shiftiness and his athleticism. He's very, very difficult to tackle after the catch.
After a good pickup on the run, it's 2nd down. Caught in the backfield. It's McLaughlin. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this offense was going to try and get this receiver involved, and get him involved early. So here they are just finding an easy completion. It's not a touchdown, but they just want to get this guy lathered up and get him into a run.
Wide receiver coming across in motion. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at 42. He was lurking, waiting for his opportunity, and like a gator in the swamp, he went into the roll and got that quarterback.
They did. I tell you what, when you want to be dominant in this league, if Florida wants to get back to being a dominant team, it's got to be guys like this in the trenches dominating football games.
On 2nd down, wants to throw it. Working the middle, it's complete. And they're able to make the tackle.
When you're a defense, you have a choice. Do you play man or do you play zone? They sat back in zone. That might change. They might change their mind and try to switch to man here shortly in the future.
A 3rd down play coming from the 32 as they try to keep the drive going. They'll try to get it through the air. And they'll miss the connection here on 3rd down.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. 4th and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
Would have just been a 49-yard field goal try, but they're hungry for touchdowns, so they'll try to move the chains on 4th and short. Makes the catch past the sticks. And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the first down.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the first down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it, and now a fresh set of downs.
Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. They'll leave it with him. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. He's looking to throw. Feeling some heat. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
What a great job by this defense, setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they built the lead.
They've moved it to the 25, but now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. It's complete to the left. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down.
And that is a huge conversion on 3rd and long for the offense. I think a lot of people thinking, hey, we're just going to try to get a couple of yards, help our kicker out here to kick a field goal. But instead, they get a massive play, and now all of a sudden they're thinking touchdown here, 1st and goal.
1st and goal, and this feels like their chance to make a game of it. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He's looking to throw. Fires into the end zone. And he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity, but it's incomplete.
It's tough to throw the ball down here in the red zone, man. These windows, they open and they close so quickly. You've got to have great timing, and right now this offense doesn't have it. They've thrown 2 straight incompletions setting up 3rd down.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. He makes the catch in the end zone. Touchdown, Green Wave.
And this quarterback really does a great job of seeing the defense and seeing what kind of coverage they're in. And I think when this offense goes empty and they spread the defense out, it just makes it so much more simple for the QB to see what the defense is doing pre-snap and then post-snap. You can tell he's playing in a great rhythm right now because he's seeing the field, and these empty sets are really helping him out.
Has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tired.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't put on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
To the air on first down. Intercepted. Going the other way, and he's got room. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
It's all about making plays, and this guy's been waiting to make his mark on this team. He gets his first interception of the season, and what a momentum-changing play for his team.
The run to the left. They get him on the ground. He picked up about 4 yards, and the ball spotted at the 10. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Williams. He stopped just short of the goal line, but they'll have it 1st and goal from the 1.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can...
And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Tulane. Up and over Yamo be there into the end zone.
And you don't want to leave your feet very often in football, but this is one of those areas where you do. In the end zone, near the goal line, you smell it, a lot of bodies in front of you. Just get up, get over top of them, get that touchdown.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in the one that just finished up. Utah delivered a masterpiece performance today and gave notice to the rest of college football. This is a team that can win anywhere, any way against just about any opponent. It's one game. You don't want to react too much either way. But I think both teams will leave this one with some things to work on moving forward.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Second down coming up. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, first and 10. He wants to throw. Fires to the wideout. Got him downfield. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down.
And this offense is just so dynamic because they've got playmakers at all the skill positions, right? We just saw a big play in the running game. Now we see one in the passing game. There's not one dude that you can key on here if you're on defense to try and slow them down.
He'll come out throwing on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Wide open downfield. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver. And the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. To the air, it's Marshall. Quickly complete. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Gator!
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
Tulane, 14.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be conservative. We're a little bit down. Listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into half.
And that pass picked off. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
The defense has been all over this quarterback all game long. It's almost as if they know where he's going to throw. That now, the third interception he's thrown.
This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Going up top on first down. He's right on target. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5. This offense is about to face the one thing that can stop it. Time expiring in the first half. Before then, they can get another score. Fires to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Florida. Another touchdown for this guy, and he's starting to get in the groove the way Terry Dean did when he set the single-game record with 7 touchdowns.
Another one. I mean, just putting up stats. This guy's finding the end zone, and he can do it all. Just showing it off left and right. But when you play in such a physical league like the SEC, but you got a guy like this that can get an extra first down and really keep those chains moving and score big plays and big touchdowns, good luck stopping him.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Give to the back. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Florida.
About to start here in the second half. Tulane will kick it away. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. The Gators sending the offense back to work. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football with accuracy.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him. So I expect more of the same here in the second half.
Quick strike complete. Put it right on him. Sweet play. Good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down. Just another big play for this guy who spent the entire game wide open. Couple of touchdowns there, and he moves the sticks again, Dave.
Yeah, so I'll keep finding him, Reese. I mean, this is the guy that, listen, we're in the second half now. He's already made plays. I know I can trust him, so I'm going to continue to feature him in this offense because I know he'll continue to make big plays.
Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on first down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good second down.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. The give to the back. Turns it on at midfield. What a nifty run there to pick up the first down.
In halftime in this locker room, there's a lot of positive things to talk about. You got the lead, but you know what else will be positive, Palmer? Get the running game going early in this second half.
You're absolutely right here, and I think this coaching staff is going to try to put this game on the offensive line a little bit. Let these guys take this thing over, be physical, and push this defense around.
They'll throw it on first down, trying to get to it. He's got an open man. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8.
And a big reason why this team has the lead in this game is because of plays like that. They know they've got firepower throwing the ball. They've got the dudes outside that can make things happen. You saw it in the first half, and you see it here again early in the third quarter.
He caught him. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start.
Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Gator. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in week 6.
And it's so underrated, the relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, yes.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in the game.
He found some really good running room on that one and just about got loose. As it is, good return to set up the drive. The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
They've already got a bunch of sacks on him today and another quarterback pressure. This offense has to try to find a way to get the ball out a little bit quicker, to protect their quarterback a little bit more. Whether it's screens, whether it's draws, whether it's rolling their quarterback, something has to change for this offense to protect their quarterback a little bit better.
They're bringing heat. And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense. Tulane forced to send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. There have been few obstacles for this offense as they are starting to pull away here in the second half, Jesse.
And this has been a dream game for this play caller too, right? It's like anything that he's calling is working flawlessly.
Yeah, it's fun to be the offensive coordinator, but not the defensive coordinator. They have had no answers. It's been an absolutely miserable day trying to solve the riddle of this offense.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Wants to throw. It's Marshall. And they got him for the sack.
That's a good example there of complementary defense. The DBs and linebackers are playing zone. They're playing their spaces, and they force the QB to have to hold the ball, try to work through his progressions, and then the pass rush. They win up front.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Got his man downfield. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42.
He's been a matchup problem all season long. Defenses just don't know how to solve the puzzle. And with that last catch, over 500 yards receiving now on the year for him.
The Gators have it with a 1st and 10. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. And maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent, of things they did right and things that they got to do more consistently moving forward.
And he'll be smacked to the ground.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Wants to throw on 3rd down. Using the quick game. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped.
How nice is it as a quarterback when you don't have to throw post routes to get great stats? No, I can just throw it quickly to one of the fastest players in the entire nation and let him burn this defense.
And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go.
Great job of containing by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
To the air, it's Marshall. He's got it. And tackled there by the defense.
Well, they execute the in route. How about the arm strength by the QB? That was an absolute bullet on that completion.
Heftiness coming out on the goal line.
Here we go.
Trying to get it done with the run here on 3rd and goal. And he'll take this into the end zone, but hang on just a second. Flag down. Let's see what this is about. About to have the 9th snap on this drive. You don't want to settle for a field goal. They'll run it on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Florida! And the pummeling has started.
This is a guy that put a lot of pressure on himself coming into the season. He felt like he was ready to have a breakout year. He knew he had all the tools in the toolbox to be able to get it done, and he's showing it. That's his 10th rushing touchdown on the season.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Gentlemen, it has gone final in that top 25 matchup we've been keeping a close eye on. Virginia Tech was far from the friendly confines of Lane Stadium, but still managed to scratch out a win. And there was a lot of chatter this week about this group not being ready. Time to check those receipts, if you know what I mean. Really unexpected outcome in this ranked-on-ranked matchup. Type of loss, guys, that'll get the attention of even a good football team.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Nudges ahead for 1 out to the 16.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physicaled. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when they decide to run it.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Off play action. Coming after it. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Man, this quarterback is going to need an ice bath when this game is over because he is getting whacked. We've seen him go down. He's been sacked time and time again. He just got nailed another time on that last play. He can't wait for this game to be over.
3rd down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. Tulane forced to send out the punt unit. Makes a move. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. They'll get this drive started from their own 45-yard line. They'll keep it on the ground to the right. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter of play. With the score, Florida 42, Tulane 14.
Second down here as they go back to work after the break. Leaves it with the back. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty.
Got it.
And here comes the offense on 2nd down. From the gun, running back gets to give. At midfield, he's got room. Big pickup before he goes out of bounds, but there is a flag. We'll have to see if it stands. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Back to throw, it's Marshall. Receiver looks it in, it's complete. Got room at the 35. And another big game for this offense. They are putting explosive pass after explosive pass up in this one. An explosive play takes them right outside the red zone, and they've got it 1st and 10. They'll try the run. And he'll be tackled, but there is a flag on the field. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Line gets set, 1st down.
Here we go.
Keeping it on the ground with the single back. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down.
And what you see late in games, man, those teams that can really run the football and run that clock when they got a lead, you really win a lot more football games. So I think you look for them to be physical down the stretch of this game, try to continue to do this on the ground, continue to eat that clock.
They'll give it to the back. And he's knocked down, but there's also laundry on the field. We'll see what the officials have called. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And now on 2nd down for this offense. They'll run behind the big guys on the right. Wrestled down at the 26. It's a gain of 4. They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. To the ground with the back. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. He'll swing that big leg for... He gets a hand on it, it's blocked. Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
Halfway there on 1st down and 2nd and 5. He's looking to throw. And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes. He is a menace rushing the passer, career sack number 20.
I mean, some people just have a knack for getting to the quarterback. What a great job throughout his career. Getting there, getting him down, getting pressures. He has been a quarterback's worst nightmare.
I was just going to say, David, you don't sleep well as a quarterback the night before you have to play against this guy, because he is going to sack you. That is a guarantee. Death, taxes, and sacks for that guy.
They didn't quite get that route run deep enough to pick up the 1st down. Now they've got a 4th and short.
And I think everybody at home tends to yell at their television set, why aren't you getting past the 1st down marker? Why did you run your route short? Defense did a good job knowing where that was, but now 4th down, offense has to make a decision.
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Picked off. Trying to take it back. At the 20. And he has taken it all the way back. Touchdown, Gators! That'll give him a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5.
Dude, you didn't think it could get any worse, right? You thought this game's over as it is anyways. Offense still throwing the football, still trying to make plays, and the defense just continues to pour it on, gets the pick, makes its way all the way to the end zone.
He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You've got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. They get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks.
And just went with something very easy, very reliable. Flip it forward, let your receiver do the rest. I only got to get a few yards. Nice job, nice execution. First down.
Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. From the gun. Give on the inside. They'll get him at the 45, but he got 10 on that one.
Well, it's a good time to mix in the run play. You're down, it's late in the fourth quarter right now, and everyone's expecting you to throw, so not a lot of defenders in the box. That's a great situation to try to run the ball.
Here comes Tulane after picking up the first down. They're getting this guy lathered up. And nowhere to go this time, and he couldn't follow up the big run with another.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it, but the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire game.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. He'll try the left side. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, this offense, man, they just continue to struggle. And they need to find something that they do really, really well. And running the football late in the fourth quarter when you're getting beat by a good bit, that's probably not it. This offense needs to hit the gas, and they need to pitch and catch a little bit, throw the football around.
Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. Got quite a ways to go to keep this drive going. It's 3rd down from the 45. Motion trying to get the defense to show its hand. Oh, he's looking to throw. And that makes 5 interceptions in this one. The nightmare is alive. Touchdown, Florida! A great return for the touchdown. Any return for a touchdown is a great one to a defense. They build this fourth quarter lead, and they are just minutes away from going 5-0. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, want to update you on a game that went final moments ago. Alabama opened up a can, and how many times can you say you went into someone else's house and beat them by double digits? It's what happened today, and the rest of college football should take notice. A lot to go through in the film session this week for both teams. But, boy, it sure is going to be easier for the side that came away with the win.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. What a good run there. He has enough for the first down. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Handoff to the single back. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And I think this offense is all but surrender, right? Like they're down so much, they need to be throwing the football if they want to score a bunch of points to get back in this game. But they got to find something moving forward, man. This was a rough day. This was not a great offensive performance. They got to bounce back the next opportunity, the next moment. Because today, it was not a good day.
They'll go to the ground. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
And this defense is more than happy with the offense running the football. They've done a great job today. I mean, they've really made this offense work so hard, earn everything they've gotten, and that's why this lead is ballooned like it has.
On 3rd and short, the run and looking for the first down. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Fair catch called for and made. So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. And they take a knee on 4th down, having inflicted enough damage, and that ought to do it. Well, this one